Hello? Is this Sarah's number? I'm looking for Sarah. My name is Nancy, and I need to speak with Sarah. I have a very important matter to discuss with her immediately.
Yes, I'm Sarah. And you're Nancy, you say?
Yes, that's right.
I'm sorry, but I don't know anyone by that name.
No, of course you don't. There's no reason why you would know me. No reason at all. That's why I'm reaching out to you, to make sure that you know who I am from now on, because we have something in common. You wouldn't have any reason to know me before this.
I see. So where do you know me from, Nancy? I'm a little confused. And what is this urgent matter that you need to speak with me about?
Right. Those are good questions, and I'm glad you asked. This conversation won't go anywhere without me introducing myself in more detail. Then I think you'll understand the situation. The most important thing that you need to know about me is that I'm Mickey's girlfriend.
What? Excuse me, did you say Mickey?
Yep, your husband Mickey. Maybe you don't call him that, but I'm sure that we're talking about the same person. Well, I call him Mickey anyway. It's a term of endearment. I like the sound of it.
I'm not sure.
That's right! Mickey and I are even hanging out together right now. He's over here at my place right this very moment.
So, let me make sure that I'm understanding you correctly and there's no mistake. You're telling me that my husband, Mickey, has been cheating on me with you.
Yep, that's pretty much the size of it. You have it correct. It's a pretty straightforward situation.
Straightforward? Not really, but okay. Then my first question is, why on earth would you want to tell me about all this? That's not usually how these things go.
Oh, there's a very good reason for that. Do you remember Mickey's high school reunion about 6 months ago?
Yes, I remember him getting an invitation to that reunion. We talked about it at the time.
He and I have been together ever since then. That reunion was the beginning of our star-crossed love affair. Long story short, I picked your husband up at the reunion and now he belongs to me. It was just meant to be. We were meant to be together.
Wait a minute. You say that you picked him up at the high school reunion. That was where you met him. My husband.
Yep. And now here's the really important part. Please pay attention. I'm pregnant with Mickey's baby. So you need to let him divorce you ASAP. Is that clear?
What? Let's rewind a little here. Did you say pregnant? You're pregnant. And that my husband is the father. You're claiming that you're carrying his baby. Am I understanding you correctly?
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. It's really pretty simple. So when are you going to divorce him and let us be together? There's no time to lose on this, so please don't try to complicate the situation. I'm 6 months pregnant, so I'm having this baby. And my baby needs a daddy. I want to marry Mikey before that happens. I'm sure you understand, right? It's for my unborn child, not for me.
Nancy, there's one thing that we need to address before we go any further here. This is a very important point, so let's make sure that we both are on the same page right now.
What is it? There really isn't much more that I should have to say about this. Like I said, it's very simple.
Well, it's a pretty important point, and here it is. As far as I can recall, my husband didn't go to that reunion.
Huh? What do you mean? Of course he did. I told you that's where we met.
He was really busy with work around that time, and he responded to the organizer that he couldn't make it. I remember that very clearly.
Huh? Oh, is that so? How convenient for you. Look, I get that you don't want to lose your husband, but making up a story like that isn't going to make any difference. Denying reality doesn't change it. It only makes you look mentally unstable. And if that's true, how do you explain the relationship that Mikey and I have now? There's no denying what we have together. He and I are totally in love, and we're gonna have a baby together. There's no denying that reality either. And that's why I'm getting in touch with you in the first place. I could have just stole him from you without a word, but I'm reaching out and giving you fair warning.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but I know for a fact that my husband did not attend that reunion. I'm absolutely sure of this fact.
You know, I hate to break it to you, but it sounds a lot like that's what he told you, but then he actually did go.
No, I promise you that that's not what happened. I guarantee it. I was with him all day on the day of that reunion. The entire day and the evening, too.
Yeah, right. Now you're getting into truly absurd territory. A human being can't be in two places at once. Your story is getting more ridiculous by the minute. He couldn't possibly have been with you because he was with me. It's crystal clear that you just don't want to face up to the reality that Mickey is mine now and you've lost him. Your lies are totally transparent.
I've told you only what I know to be true, Nancy. I don't have any reason to lie about any of this. On the contrary, it's you who needs to stop saying things that you know are false, like what you just said a few minutes ago. That's a perfect example.
Excuse me? What are you accusing me of now? Lying?
A little while ago, you said that my husband was with you, did you not? This is just a flat-out lie. Unfortunately for you, my husband was with me all day, right up until just a few minutes before I received your first text. We were also together all night last night, sleeping right next to each other in the same bed at the same time that we always do. So there's no way that he was with you when you said he was, because, like you said, a person can't be in two places at once.
But that's just not possible. I know what I know and I'm not crazy. Mickey was with me during those times. He was. There's no question about that and I can even prove it.
Okay, if you insist, have it your way. I can see that we're not getting anywhere here, so you just go ahead and believe what you want to believe. I'll just have to leave it at that for now. I have things to do and I can't keep going round in circles with you on this. Have a good evening. I wish I could say that it was nice meeting you.
Hey, don't just disappear. This is a very important situation we're talking about. This isn't going away just because you're in denial. Don't treat me like I'm crazy or lying. You'll regret it if you do. I promise you, we'll be talking again soon.
Mike, are you free right now? I think you're probably on lunch break, right? It's been a weird morning. We need to talk. Please message me when you see this.
Hey, honey, what's up? What's going on? Everything okay? You sound stressed out.
Yeah, I'm fine, but I have a weird question. Okay, here goes. Did you attend your high school reunion 6 months ago? You didn't go to that, right?
Huh? Wow, that's so random. Why do you ask? I definitely didn't go to that. I remember replying to the organizer that I couldn't go. I was bummed out about it, but I just couldn't go. You remember that too, right? We talked about it at the time.
I know, right? Okay, that's exactly what I thought and how I remember it.
What's going on? Why are you suddenly asking me about this?
It's because I got a really weird text this morning.
What kind of weird text? What's going on?
Someone named Nancy texted me. She says that you and her were classmates back then. Do you know her?
Wait, she said her name was Nancy? Oh, wow. Well, that's a blast from the past.
Oh, so you do know her.
Yeah, I knew her. She was in my class, so of course I knew her. It wasn't a big class. But
what?
all I can say is that she was not a nice person. Not someone who you would want to be friends with, believe me. I'm pretty sure that all my classmates would say the same thing about her. And to make things worse, she was kind of fixated on me, and not in a good way. She teased and humiliated me relentlessly, like it was her mission in life or something.
Oh, wow. The plot thickens. That's really different from the picture she painted in her text this morning. I'm actually wondering now if we're even talking about the same person.
What? What kind of things is she saying? This is completely out of left field.
Well, she told me a few things. For starters, she says that she's 5 months pregnant and that you're the father.
What? You can't be serious. I'm speechless. That is completely ridiculous. There is zero truth to that at all. Zero. It is totally impossible. Not even remotely plausible. I haven't seen her once since high school. Not once. And even back then, I was never involved with her in that way. How on earth could I possibly have gotten her pregnant? Something is very wrong here.
Okay, honey, calm down. I'm not accusing you of anything. I know you haven't been cheating on me with her. I mean, your alibi is rock solid anyway, so don't worry about that.
Okay, yeah, you're right about that. Okay, I'm calming down now. But this is truly bizarre, though. And wow, all we need is another crisis right now. Good grief.
What do you mean? Is there something else going on? What's up?
Yeah, I'll tell you all about it when you come home. I don't have the time for it right now. In a nutshell, it sounds like my dad is cheating on my mom. At least, that's what it sounds like.
Whoa, seriously? I don't even know what to say to that.
Yeah, I got a text from Mom this morning while I was driving to work. She's pretty upset, needless to say.
I see. Well, I'm sorry to hear that if it's true.
I'm supposed to talk to her tonight, so I'll find out more then, I guess. If it's okay, I want you to be in on that conversation too. Will you do that for me?
Of course, no problem. I'm here for you, sweetie. Hey, my coworker is calling me. I better go now.
Okay, we'll talk more at home later. See you then.
Sounds good. Sorry for bothering you on your lunch break. Thanks.
Hey, Sarah! Did you talk to Mickey? How did that go? I'm dying to know. Have you accepted the truth now? That you've heard it straight from the horse's mouth?
Yes, I talked to my husband. It was very enlightening.
Great! And? You two must have already decided on the divorce and everything, right? Should be pretty straightforward to get it done quickly.
Actually, no, that's not how the conversation went. First things first. My husband tells me that he hasn't seen you since high school.
Huh? He said what?
He also says that he absolutely did not attend that reunion and that he has no recollection of doing anything with you that could have resulted in you getting pregnant. And furthermore, he tells me that he doesn't have very fond memories of you from high school either. You were quite the terror, according to him.
Excuse me? You have a lot of nerve. Just how many insults do you expect me to endure? This is just slander.
Insults? This is nothing of the kind. Insults are what you did to my husband back in high school, according to what he told me. It sounds like you were really fixated on him back then. Why on earth would he get involved with someone that he only has bad memories of, let alone get her pregnant?
Look, the past is just that. The past. Mickey loves me for who I am today, right now. He's not holding any grudges about that old stuff, and neither am I. I mean, I deserve a man like him who has a great job at a big company and makes $300,000 a year. That's the right kind of man for me, and I finally found him. So I saw him and I took him. Sorry, not sorry for taking what I deserve.
Oh, you took him, huh? That's an interesting choice of words.
I'm losing my patience with you. You still just don't want to accept the truth, apparently. If you're gonna take that kind of smug attitude with me, my only option is to show you this.
This...
How do you like me now? No condescending response to this? Come on, I'm waiting. This should be the final word on whether or not I'm telling the truth.
This is...
Just admit defeat and accept the truth already. And get moving on that divorce discussion. Time is of the essence.
Look, there's something you really need to know, Nancy. The guy in that photo with you isn't my husband. It's his dad, my father-in-law.
Huh? Come again?
Yep, there's no mistake. I'm looking at it closely now, and it's definitely my father-in-law. My husband is sitting next to me right now, and he's also saying that that's his dad with you. So, there you have it.
Wait, that makes no sense. That can't be true. There's no way. I know who I've been with, and it's not your father-in-law. Something isn't adding up here at all.
My husband and his dad definitely look alike. That's what everyone always says. They've actually been mistaken for twins before. But this photo is his dad. There's no doubt about it. Like I said, my husband is right here with me and he agrees. That's his dad that you're talking about.
Look! I told you already that I met Mickey at our high school reunion and we went home together. Why would his dad be at that reunion instead of Mickey himself? That makes no sense at all. None!
Oh, wait. Hang on a minute. It looks like my mother-in-law just texted us some important information about this situation. Let me read this and get back to you in a bit.
Your mother-in-law? What's going on?
Thanks for waiting. I'm back. We needed to get some facts straight on this end.
Well, you took long enough. That was pretty rude. You can't just leave a person hanging like that, you know? This is a critical situation.
Yeah, sorry about that. It couldn't be helped. Okay, now let me fill you in on what we know at this point.
What is it now? I'm getting tired of this runaround.
Okay, here it is. The man you've been seeing is my husband's father, just as we suspected. His name is Michael, and he does go by Mickey sometimes, like you said that you like to call him.
Huh? His proper name is Michael. So what?
Yes. And his son, my husband, is also Michael. He also goes by Mike these days, but I know that he used to go by Mick or Mickey sometimes when he was a kid. They both have the same name, and it's easy to see how their nicknames could be confusing too, even for me. You kept talking about Mickey, and you said that you knew each other back in school. So I thought you might have known him back in the era when he sometimes went by that nickname, and it never occurred to me that you were actually talking about his father.
Hang on a minute. What are you telling me? This still makes no sense. I met Mickey at our reunion. He was at our high school reunion. And not just that, I've looked at his phone and he has your number in his favorites with your name and wife next to it. How do you explain that? Tell me, please.
Well, the only thing I can think of is that he has wife next to my name, meaning that I'm his son's wife. That seems like the most likely explanation for that because, I promise you, I am not married to him. From everything that we've gathered so far, it looks like my father-in-law actually went to my husband's high school reunion posing as his own son. My husband hasn't kept in touch with any of his high school friends, so he had no idea that any of this was going on. It's all news to him, just like it was to me.
What? I don't understand. This is completely unbelievable. I don't believe any of this for a second.
Okay, let me lay this whole scenario out for you, and I think you'll see the big picture. First of all, my husband and I live 3 hours away from there by car now, in case you didn't know.
Really? You're that far from here?
Yeah, his job transferred him here a year ago on a long-term assignment, and we've been here ever since. It's been a very busy year here, and we haven't even been back to visit his folks since we made the move here. So, when the reunion invitation arrived, Mike intended to reply that he wouldn't be attending because his work was so busy and the distance is just too far. But here's where things get messy.
Messy? What do you mean by that?
The invitation went to Mike's parents' place, not to our place. That's the address that the reunion organizer had for him. Mike's dad told us about it at the time, and Mike asked him to reply that Mike wouldn't be able to attend. He told us that he would do that, and we thought that he sent it, but...
Oh no? And he didn't send it?
That's right, he didn't send it. Instead, he decided to have a little fun, apparently. He sent the reply, but it said that Mike would attend. And then, being the young-looking guy that he is and looking so similar to his son, he went to the reunion himself. Then he met you at the reunion, you mistook him for his son, and the rest is history. Which brings us to right here and right now. That's the way it all happened as far as we can tell. Does that make sense?
What? How did this happen? This is ridiculous. All this was just me getting punked? I don't even know what to say.
Well, not exactly. He says that he didn't intentionally deceive you. Apparently, Michael the father announced the whole thing to everyone there as soon as he made his entrance.
What? He what?
Yes, apparently it was a big hit and everyone had quite a laugh about it too. So we just stayed and enjoyed the event.
So, in other words, you're telling me that...
It sounds like maybe you were the only one who wasn't in on the joke, Nancy. Maybe you were in the restroom when it happened.
No, that can't be. That's just not possible.
Also, it seems that Michael the father also told you the truth about who he was before anything happened between the two of you.
That's not true. He certainly did not.
And your response was to cheerfully tell him that you didn't care and that the two of you should go somewhere more private. He says that you were very, very eager and that you wouldn't take no for an answer.
Well...
It sounds like my father-in-law really hit the jackpot that night, bagging a girl 25 years younger than himself.
25 years? He's that old? No way!
Well, he has a son who's the same age you are, so 25 years should be just about right. It could be more, actually.
I can't even! He's old enough to be my own father! How did this happen? What am I going to do? This is a disaster! It's all a bit of a blur. Things were getting pretty crazy, and I thought he was just putting up some resistance because he didn't want to cheat on his wife. I never dreamed that it was anything other than that. He was not only cheating on his wife, he's also old enough to be my dad.
Well, you have to admit, you're not the only one who's caught up in this mess. My father-in-law is in a bad position, too. After all, he does have a wife, and he got involved with you anyway. And now you're pregnant and asking him to get divorced for you.
No thanks! That's not going to be happening.
What? What happened?
I don't want any part of getting married to that old man. I was fooled. I want Mike. He's age appropriate. I want the son. He's the one for me. I still want you to divorce your husband, but this time it's the right husband. Give your husband to me. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Sorry, he says no thanks to that. You weren't his type in high school, and apparently you're still not. He's sitting right next to me now and giving you thumbs down. So, sorry.
I just can't win. Why do these things always happen to me?
Oh, and by the way, I do have a message for you from my mother-in-law. She wants me to tell you that if you want to marry that loser, he's all yours, because she'll be divorcing him immediately. But you also should know that he's been broke and unemployed for more than 7 years now. I bet he didn't tell you that, did he?
Unemployed? How can that be? He has money.
My in-laws have been living entirely on the money that my mother-in-law makes as a property manager for years now. But once they're divorced, that will be over and my father-in-law will have no source of income whatsoever. And while he may look a lot younger than he is, finding decent work at his age will be challenging to say the least. Age discrimination is illegal, but it's still a real thing, unfortunately.
Why me?
Plus, he may very well be on the hook for alimony or other money, depending on how the lawyers settle things between him and my mother-in-law. And not only that, but you're gonna have a baby and all the expenses that go along with that. If you two get married, you're almost certainly gonna be without a breadwinner in the household.
I can't even. This is a nightmare.
Anyway, best of luck to you both. It really is a match made in heaven. So, the end result of my father-in-law's outrageous behavior and Nancy's plan to steal my husband was that two people who were clearly made for each other had finally found each other. After my mother-in-law divorced him, he and Nancy did end up tying the knot, what with the baby on the way and all. I'll give credit where it's due. My father-in-law may be a philanderer, but he took responsibility for his actions, which a lot of men wouldn't. But, as expected, the work that he was able to find was extremely limited, and Nancy ended up being the one who brought in the money. So after having the baby, she had her parents handle the childcare while she worked full-time. It was the only option. Having been told by Nancy's parents that, while they would take care of the baby, the newlyweds were on their own financially, Nancy and Michael, the father, moved into a tiny rundown apartment near the bus station downtown. The moral of this story? Well, first of all, don't get too drunk at high school reunions, because you might end up pregnant by and married to your classmate's dad. At least that's what I learned from all this. Your mileage may vary.
Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to click the like button and give us your opinion in the comments section below. See you in the next video.